Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Tuesday evening and this evening we are talking the power of self. Self-determination, self-acceptance, just self. Because over the years, certainly since I was in my late 40s, that's when I started doing things for myself. I started not doing what my parents would have approved of or what they thought I should do. Yes, I know, I had already grown up with, had been a single parent, but I lived close to my parents and I was very much brought up to be concerned that they approved of everything that I did. That stopped in my late 40s. I had enough and I suddenly felt confident enough to deal with what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, where I wanted to be, where I wanted my daughter to be. And there's also an awful lot of people who struggle to find themselves, not through, or well, it's through so many things. And I think that it's a good thing to try and find your self-determination, your self-belief. As in, it's perfectly acceptable to say no. You as yourself have the power. You have the power of self. I don't want to do that. Now, most of us have had it ingrained into us, especially females, that if someone asks for your help, you give it. And that I completely accept. I think that's a great thing if you are able to help people. However, there's many who take advantage of that and who expect you to do more. So imagine, if you will, someone who is working 5 days a week, but they keep getting asked for that sixth day. Oh, can you help? We're so stuck. We're so stuck. And they just keep coming back to you all the time for the extra hours, the extra shift. Now, I personally don't get asked for that, but what I did is I started volunteering at the radio station. Now, it was 2 hours, the show, but it took 4 hours out of my Saturday, one of my days off. Now, if like me, you've got 2 days off, you know one of them's taken up with cooking, cleaning, washing, getting your stuff ready for the next week. So you have really 1 day off to do what you want. To lose half of that to do something else, that's a big ask, especially if it's not something you enjoy. For me, the volunteering, I really enjoyed it for about a year. And then I started realising it was eating into my time too much. How many of us are asked, oh, could you just? No. And no is a complete sentence. But also, I think we need to be able to be confident enough in ourselves to know that we do have that power. We have that power to say, sorry, not available. I'm spending time with my kids. I've got my shopping to do. It doesn't actually matter. You don't need to explain. Your answer is, sorry, that's not convenient. You do not have to justify yourself to anybody. If that's what you need to do, if you need to take that time, then you take that time. Whether it is helping your friend look after their dogs, helping your brother babysit his kids, whether, like my father was, you're the mechanic in the family, so everyone brings you their cars. It's not convenient. And from that first step of saying it's not convenient, or oh no, I'm not available, you're just not available. Again, no reason why. You're not available because you've got stuff to do. And there is no shame in that whatsoever. And there's also so many other ways where we sort of get that feeling, oh, I maybe should have done something this way. I maybe should have done something that way. I know someone watched my cooking the chicken in the air fryer. Now, obviously, if you've watched my videos, you know I've normally not got a clue what I'm doing. I put a chicken in the air fryer. I was like, yay me, it worked. Someone put a comment on it saying, well, you didn't use seasoning. This is the most awful air fryer chicken video I've ever seen. Your point? I never said I was cooking a delicious meal. I said I was putting a chicken in an air fryer. I was trying it out. Now, from some of the comments in different videos and stuff, you know that people are trying to go, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. You shouldn't have done that. Babes, I'm way past caring. I am a lady of a certain age, and I care not a jot. And now, thankfully, since I was 40 odd, I have been able to say, I'm sorry, I'm not available. I'm sorry, that's not convenient. Or I'm sorry, no. And sometimes you don't even need to say you're sorry. Sometimes it's just a straight no. And it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for us to stop feeling that we have to do what we are getting browbeaten, bullied, shamed into doing. No more. Because we've got enough to do to look after ourselves and our own. So once you've done what you need to do and what you have to do, and then you work out what time you want for you, then you can decide whether you have time or the inclination to go help someone else. Because it's time we grabbed the power of self and started using it. And it's also time that we started congratulating each other for using it. Because do you know something? There is no shame in looking after you and yours. There is no shame in making sure that you are all right before you go and help someone else. It's in the thing for the planes if they go down. Put your oxygen mask on first so that then you can put your child's on. Otherwise, you're both not getting the mask on. So therefore, get your life. Get the basics sorted first before you decide to see how you can help others. If you can help others as you're doing it, then that's great. But if they are eating into your time off, if you do not need the money, don't take the extra shift. Certainly stop being the one where they can always go to till the time that you think it's an obligation. Extra shifts are never an obligation. They are a request that you either agree or disagree with. So yes, this is my thing today. I'm right on my high horse and I am like, no, the power of self. Be yourself. Do yourself. Do what you want to do. You don't need to be nasty about it. You don't need to be one of those people who goes, I'm just doing what I want. No, we all know what that is. That's just being rude. There's no need to be rude. But there is a need to look after yourself, you and yours, so that you feel that you're ready to do something else. So yeah, that's my video for this evening. So I hope you have a good time and I'll catch you later.